Shayna. I want to make sure I got it right. Shayna or Shauna. It might be Shauna. Either way, good morning. Monique, good morning. Hello. Stacy. Hi, Silverback. Please tell Logan I said hello. Thank you so much. Jack, we missed you on Sunday. We really did. Week has been all over the place for me. Stressful, skin is breaking out. Oh my God, Courtney, I hate when that happens. Like me and my skin, I'm just like, please, it's just the one thing in life that like I just need you to have it together. You know what I mean? Like, please, I get that. Armida, good morning. Welcome. Welcome to the family. So happy to have you here. Oh my goodness. Goddess Mo. Hi. Hello. Oh my goodness. I don't know. Did you guys see Rahana or Sia? I want to make sure that I say hi to them. I'm gonna pull up a note here. But I just really want to do a check-in today because this is our first time back since the break. And then for those who do not know, I started implementing like a 1 week break. Here we go. Let me get rid of these things first so that I can really chit chat with you all. I started implementing a 1 week break and it has been great. Definitely needed for sure. But I want to kind of talk about the importance of rest and making sure that we are always prioritizing our mental well-being as well. And then I wanted to try out a new tapping audio, if you will, or like script that I have that I want to record, but I want to see if we like it first, okay? And this is this. Okay, cool. I'm really so excited. There's so much happening too. Like in the background, there's just like so much happening. Like once things are a little bit more solidified and like, you know, there's contracts in place and all that good stuff like that, I can chat more about it. But, you know, last week I took off because it was really important for me to just have time to like recalibrate. My goal is to not be like this machine, right? And sometimes that just happens, you know? Like I really love what I do. I'm very fortunate enough to be able to come on here. I have a really beautiful community. Like you all are so wonderful, so beautiful. And it could be really easy to just not realize I am not slowing down because I'm just like, oh my gosh, okay, I'm about to go hang out with all my family online. We're going to chit chat and talk and we're going to tap and meditate. And all these things feel very beautiful for me. And they're very therapeutic for me. They also, too, are part of my work. And sometimes I forget that. Oftentimes I forget that. So as I was looking at my month last year and I was reflecting on things, last month, excuse me. My brain is still waking up. And I was just like, you know what? I want to be able to do this for the long haul. Sustainability is a very important thing to me. It's one of my core pillar beliefs that everything that I do is sustainable. Not only are things satisfying for me, not only are things soft, they need to be very soft for me. They need to be safe and they need to be sustainable. Those are like my 4 S's: softness, sustainability, safeness, and the other word just escaped me, but I just told you guys. It happens. Satisfying. There we go. My head. So for me, I really want to make sure that I'm doing those things. And I realized that doing 2 lives twice a week plus having, you know, the podcast drop every other week, and then I'm doing the emails throughout the week too. My goal is to do this for the long haul and not to get burned out in the process. And also remembering that this is not the only way in which I show up to not only like provide for my livelihood, but just to like share my gifts and talents. I also teach in person. You know, I'm a very active aunt. I have girlfriends that I want to like lean into and take care of. So I had to just realize that I can't be on 24/7, nor should I strive to, because then that's not me leading by example. I can't tell you all to slow down if I'm not choosing and willing to slow down myself. So I started implementing it again. And I've done this before where just the last week of the month, I just take off from like pretty much social media in general, any type of internet interactions. I just kind of take a step back on that. And it's really helpful. I always try to have like my Fridays to myself as well. Just different things to not only reclaim my time, but just to focus in on living this life and implementing the things in which we talk about and that we practice every week. So that's what that was about. That'll be happening more often. We have one coming up. And what I'll do is in the upcoming email, I'll let you know exactly what that time frame is for those people that might need a little bit more time to like get prepared for those weeks, right? So for that week that I'm not available, some suggestions would be like watching the replays, because it's a lot of content that I'm putting out. You're getting almost 12 new videos from me every month. Um, and if you're not attending every single live, that's a great week for you to catch up. You know, there's over 100 episodes on the podcast for you to watch and tune into. There's other YouTube videos that are not lives that have tons of content in there as well. My Instagram has tons of content for you. Like, there's a lot of mini tapping sessions on there. If you go to my reels, most of my reels are tapping sessions for you. So I want to make sure that I highlight that because I do feel like it might have been like a quick decision. And I want to make sure that like moving forward, we all have enough awareness to know like, okay, cool, from this time to this time, Lotus is not going to be on live with us. However, you guys have the daily tapping twice a day in the Lotus living group. There's daily meditation in there. By the end of this month, there should be a second meditation that you all are able to use daily as well. You know, there's tons of things for you to use. So I just want to implement, restate that to you all so that you know that you're still being supported whether we're on live together or not. And I do feel like it's a good habit for us all to develop, because if something happens in the future where my schedule changes or, you know, I'm not feeling my best, I don't want you guys to just kind of feel like you've been abandoned in this community, or like this community is not existent. This community is not based around me. It's based around our love for our well-being and for each other. That is why it works so well. That is why you can come here and meet people from all over the world and really have heart-to-heart conversations and share your truth, share your darkness and your light. It is because it is around all of our well-being. You know, I just happen to hold a container, but it doesn't mean that it's all about me, right? A lot of my work is not self-focused, even though I share a lot of my personal stories. I do that to let you know that I can empathize with whatever it is that you are navigating in your life, because I've happened to have a lot of trauma and tragedies in my own life that I've had to navigate. Um, but this is not about me. This is about us. Okay. So I want to put that out there just so that we know that there's always support. You know, it's also a great opportunity to check out other practitioners as well, and the offers that they have. One of my favorites on Insight Timer in particular is Fatima Pharma. She's a really good friend of mine. It's one of my best friends. She has phenomenal content as well. And yeah, I just want to put that out there. You know, I'm like, let's just start off strong and make sure that we all know that, you know, I'm always with you. My energy transcends all these devices, time frames, things like that. All energy does, to be quite honest with you. So like whether you're watching a replay right now or you're with us in the live, like you're still experiencing me in real time, right? Even if it is a playback. So I just want to put that out there. Okay, let's check in. See everybody saying hi to each other in the comments. Good morning, Stephanie. Like it's not just me. I swear to you, you come on here, you're in the comments, people are checking in with each other. People are connecting outside of the Insight Timer group, outside of the private membership. Like we're making deep connections. And it is something that every time I talk about it, I find out more and more how rare this is, that this is not a common thing. It's very common for me, but this is not common. The things that we're able to talk about, the way that we're able to show up for each other, the level of diversity in our family, like not a common thing on the internet apparently. So I say that to say I deeply cherish this, and I hope that you guys do as well, and that you're able to find, you know, some foundational level of gratitude for being able to attract a group of people so kind and so loving and so honest as you've done, and that you do what you can to nurture it and to utilize the resources that are present in the container that we have for each other. Okay. It was super helpful, Jack. The break was really helpful, because though I was taking a break from here, it almost can feel like as a practitioner, like you're on 24/7, because of the work that I do is like based around meditation, EFT, you know, just self-care practices. These are things that I do every day, regardless if I'm on live or not, right? And a few things can happen when you don't take a break. One of them can just be where I'm so used to doing with you all that I don't do it just for myself. You know, kind of like how people who are fitness trainers, like if they're just training people all the time, but they don't have their own class to like do their own workout for their body, it can make you think you're doing it, but you're not doing it for yourself. You're doing it for others. So having that break was really helpful too, to reset my self-care routine, make sure that I'm like hitting all the marks that I need to hit personally so that I can continue to show up for you all. Um, Another thing too is like, being that this is not my only way to like create my livelihood, like teaching in person does require a lot of time and energy, from like creating curriculum to doing trainings, certifications, meeting with families. I work a lot with children in the background as well, so like that takes up a lot of time and energy, you know. So it was kind to myself to have a week, because I was teaching in Princeton at like a Montessori school, and it was a lot. I wouldn't have been able to do that plus do the lives. And it's not the lives that are tedious, it's the background work for the lives. It's the writing the captions for the YouTube videos. It's creating the thumbnails for the YouTube videos. It's, you know, making sure I have all the proper links, you know, that are mentioned in the live so that you guys have the proper resources. Even writing the emails are not tedious. It's really just having to upload those things, you know, still trying to figure out times to timestamp. And then I'm still editing a podcast in between that, you know, and then living life as a human being. So it was super helpful. I'm really happy to have that break implemented in the month, because I just want to continue to show up in this way with you all. And I do feel like it'll be something that allows me to do that, you know? Vita! Yes, still half asleep. Take your time, Vita. Week of emotional ups and downs. Oh no, I'm sad, disappointed due to something, and happy I had a great workshop. Oh my goodness, I've been resting this week. I'm happy you're taking time to rest. I'm so sorry that you're not feeling great. Um, yeah, that makes me feel a little sad. That's only because we're blessed to have you. Thank you, Silverback. Yeah, lots going on. I know, I know. Softness, sustainability, safeness, it's satisfying. It has to be. Like, if it's not satisfying, I'm not going to do it. If it's not soft, I'm not going to. I don't like to do, like, one thing I did say, oh, and I'll share an experience with you all too before we jump into today's EFT session. But one thing I did realize is like, I can do hard things. I've always done hard things. Like, that's just been a part of the Scorpio experience, living my life. So I can do hard things, yes. But now that I am older, it is not something that I'm like diving headfirst into. Like, if a hard thing needs to happen, then sure, let's make it happen. I have the skill set and the endurance to see it through. However, I'm not about to center my life around being hard, you know, or toughness or roughness or like the struggle. I don't want to do that. So I'm just not going to, you know? So it will be centered around softness. Though I can do hard things with ease, it doesn't need to be a consistent thing for me to experience, you know? Uh, One thing that I did during that week, I went to New York City for an event. I don't know if I told you all this. I want to say I didn't. I might have mentioned it in the Lotus Hour on Sunday, but I went to a wellness event in New York City. I was invited out by this really beautiful company called The Safe Space, and I really been loving what they were doing. So it was nice to get in, you know, be able to go to one of their events. And they had it at a place called Othership, and it's like a sauna experience along with like a cold plunge, and it was really transformative and beautiful. And I'm not a cold person. I feel like we've talked about this in depth, that like you guys know, I don't do the cold. I don't enjoy it. It's not a thing for me. I don't like it, like, at all. However, for the experience, we did like 20 minutes of sauna, and it was beautiful. We did breath work, we did lymphatic drainage. It was just so nice. We had such an amazing guy. Shout out Regina at Othership. She was truly like, I love, I will always, always love meeting people who are just operating in their genius. It is something that I'm fascinated about it. It doesn't even matter if I understand the topic and what you're talking about. If you are talking about it with passion, like with this deep admiration for it, this deep wonder for it, you will always have my attention. I love witnessing people in their zone of genius. It is just one of the most satisfying things that I think I'm able to do. It's just witness somebody just be in something that they love. Like, oh, so good. She was so phenomenal. Loved her. There was aromatherapy involved. There was a full five senses thing. We had like really beautiful herbal tea to sip on. It was wonderful. And then we did a 2-minute cold plunge, and I wasn't going to do it. I was going to opt out of it. I had already decided like that's not a journey that I need to be on. And I ended up connecting with this really wonderful woman at the event, which is very rare for me because I'm not extroverted at all. I think people are very surprised by that. I am a great teacher and I know how to hold space, and I am a community builder. It does not mean that like on my own I'm just like, oh my god, tell me about your life. Like, no. I'm very just to myself. If you say hi to me, I'm super like, kind and friendly and warm, but I'm not like going up to people and making conversation. I also can just enjoy my own time being alone. Like if something naturally organically happens, cool, but I'm not like seeking those things out. So we ended up just connecting. It was really nice. She was really cool. And they had pools of 4 and pools of 2 for the cold plunge. And I'm like, and I'm talking out loud to myself. This is how often I spend time alone, by the way, because I'm just chit chatting to myself as if there's not like 30 other people there. Probably like, why is this girl having a full blown conversation with herself? But like, I enjoy conversing with myself personally. I've never seen that to be an issue. And I was just saying out loud, like, if I do a 4-person pool, I'm not doing this. Like, I know myself, I'm just not. It's just too many people to take in. I'm gonna jump out. I cannot. I will not. And she overheard me. She's like, well, I'll do the 2-person with you. And I was like, oh, snap. Like, okay. Wasn't like saying it out loud to like invite somebody. I just was like saying, if I would do this, go here. But like, cool, 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 cool. Because I was still trying to get out of the experience. But I had been speaking to God in the sauna, just like talking and just hearing all these downloads and things like that. I'm just like, why not try in a safe space? There are trained professionals here. If you're gonna try something new, you might as well do it here. This is also what you preach to your community all the time. Like, why not, do it? You're an adventurous person. So we do it, and I jump into ice freezing water. Okay. It's literally a week from, it literally happened around this time last week, legitimately. Like the session was from 7 to 8:30 in the morning. And I was freezing. Like I felt like my body was on fire, but I was like freezing to death at the same time. And having her looking at me, she's talking me through it, which is such a uncommon experience for me as a practitioner. It's very rare when people are talking me through an experience. Normally that is the role that I carry in a lot of dynamics. So she's talking me through it, and then I get past the first minute, and then she's ready to get out, and I'm talking her through it, and we're like, girl, we got this, we did it. We did it for like 2 minutes and some change, and I was super, super, super proud of myself. We went back into the sauna and we did a meditation, affirmation session, closed out, showered, got dressed, and I am still feeling the effects, the natural high from the way that it just services your nervous system, going from hot to cold and like shocking the body in that way. A lot of things have transpired in the past 7 days that could have been very stressful for me. Um, that definitely could have decentered me. And to know that like that experience just has held me down for a whole week is just something that was so transformative and beautiful. And it was definitely one of the highlights of my week outside of teaching the kiddos in Princeton because they were super adorable. But it was so affirming for me, the power of being exposed to different type of wellness practices, which is why I teach EFT, because it's not common, especially amongst Black and brown communities. And my hope is that not only myself, but there are other practitioners who teach this as well, but that we make it common for all communities, because it's something that we all deserve to have an experience of. Like, doing cold sport things is not necessarily a thing that's synonymous in Black community. It is more prevalent now, right? Because there's more visibility due to social media. But it's not something that like growing up in New York City we just did like as Black folk. Like we didn't just like we just got through the winter. We didn't necessarily enjoy it. Like we're not going skiing and snowboarding and things like that. So to have an experience where I'm like leaning into the cold aspect of life and thoroughly enjoying it, it just really reminded me of why I do EFT. So it was a nice full circle moment that I was like, I want to make sure I share with you all, because it was just so good to have. It was wonderful. Amy, hi. How are you? Oh, thank you so much. You are modeling a great example of sustainability for us. We all need space and time to slow down. We truly do. And I really hope that that's an invitation for you. Like, you don't need to be on every live, right? If you are, of course, I absolutely love it. I welcome it. Like, bestie, thank you, right? But if you're like, I just need a week to myself, like, I'd say go for it. If you have the opportunity and the flexibility to even give yourself a few minutes a day to yourself, or like a day out of the week that is just for you, that is not for anyone else but you, I'm gonna always encourage you to go for it, even if it feels like it's at the expense of you coming to a class or an event. I care about your well-being, and I always will, and that will always be a priority for me. And like Amy said, the best way to do it is to lead by example, you know? Oh, thank you, Silverback. Yeah, Fatima Pharma is phenomenal. Kay, hi. How are you? Good to have you here. Yes. Thank you. Next time you're in person, let me know. I'm not too far away from me. Yes, I was working at Sacred Hearts for the week. I was guest teaching there. It's so nice. Oh, yes, wins. Thank you. My win is that I had my thyroid removed Friday. Wow, Stacey. I'm healing well. The pain and discomfort is diminishing each day. I love this for you. Energetically, if you do lapis lazuli, like get like a necklace or the stone itself, it'll help too with that. My mom had thyroid issues, so this is like very near and dear to my heart. So yeah, and I got her a lapis necklace too, and it helped with her healing process. So it might be something you want to check out and look into. um but I want to put this in, I want to write it down. But it was really, really helpful. It's a really great stone for thyroid concerns in particular, and thyroid healing. Beautiful. Okay, thank you, Stacey, for sharing that. And I am sending you so much good energy for your healing experience. Lotus always hosts and provides a lovely, uplifting, soothing, positive session. Thank you, Silverback. I appreciate this. I'm grateful for my experiences. Same, Vita. I am too. Wow, Stacey, good to hear it's progressing well. It is, it is. I'm happy to hear that too. I'm just simply grateful for my health and my family and loved ones, as you should be, Silverback, because you have such an incredible family. If you guys hear me tapping, I'm just typing out your wins to add to the email. Yes. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Vita. Wow, you had your thyroid removed too. So Stacey and Vita, maybe you guys can connect in the direct messages, you know, if you have any feedback or any support. Yes, mutual synchronization. Yes, exactly. Yeah, seriously, I love ice cold water dive. See, I can get into it, but I do feel like I can't just do it on its own. So they did have an event before where it's just like strict ice baths. I don't think I'm ready for that yet. Maybe one day. I don't know. But like I'm a sauna girl through and through. I love a sauna. I love a steam room. Like, oh my goodness. Like you have that, you have my heart essentially, right? But having the hot, the cold, hot, the cold, that is a really cool experience that I enjoy because it really just symbolizes that duality in life, you know? There we go. You just focus on you now. Yes, yes. Everybody's sending Stacey so much love. This makes me so happy. Totally helps you recalibrate. Exactly. That's one thing that I want to mention, Silverback. Thank you for saying that. In the cold water, there was, so in the sauna, felt like I was talking directly to source. Like it just, even though I was being spoken to, I was being guided through something, I was getting these very clear downloads in the sauna where I'm just like I knew I was speaking to source, you know, just getting these insights, these things of like what to do moving forward. But in the cold plunge, it was just me and me. And I will definitely say I was pleasantly embraced by my inner self. Like it wasn't like this voice of like, oh my God, you can't do this, get out, what are you thinking? No, like it was this really sweet, kind voice. I was just like, girl, we got this. It is cold, but you know what, You colder. You got this. You could do this. Like, keep going. You found someone, like, champion her on, because she was about to get out too. And she was like, she was able to look out for you. Look out for her. These things that are very true to my core identity were just popping up. And I was having this inner dialogue with myself. And it was so wonderful to hear that, like, that inner critic that I have lived with for a very long time was not at the forefront, and a very hard thing that I was experiencing. Like, I was experiencing that was truly difficult for me to do, right? And the first voice that came out wasn't something to criticize me, like, oh, you can't get through a cold plunge, you can't get through life. No, it was just this wonderful version of myself that was just like, we could do hard things with ease. You could get through this. You totally can. You got this. Take a deep breath. Let's breathe together. Your breath is so powerful. Your breath is your life force. Use your breath. And I was so present that that's how we went over the 2 minutes. By the time we realized it was past the 2 minute mark, I was so, you have no choice but to be there with yourself in a cold plunge. And that is something that I wasn't aware of until having the experience. And I really appreciated being able to have um, that clear audio of my internal dialogue, really just be like, girl, I got you. And if you commit to doing something that's going to better your well being, I'm going to hold your hand and see it through. To know that I can hold my own hand. I know it sounds like very cheesy because, like, obviously, you're going to hold your own hand. But, like, to know that I can hold my own hand, that I can be of support to myself in that way during something that literally no one else could have done anything to help me in that moment. It really just had to be me and me. It was just really such a beautiful experience. So yes, to what Silverback is saying, like, you're just with yourself, and it can be a very beautiful experience because it'll either show you that you're doing the work or that there's more work to be done. But either way, you're leaving with a level of insight that is life changing. And I think it's so profound, right? Yes, always, absolutely, 1,000%, always therapeutic doing it. It's not selfish whatsoever. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, she is phenomenal. My win today is that my final training is my final training for my new job. Let's go, Stephanie. Yes, we love a final training because I always feel like there's just so many of them. I'm just like, how many trainings do you need me to do? But I love this. I love this so much. Okay, I'm writing that down. These are beautiful, by the way. Thank you guys for sharing your wins. Yes, yes. And let me know, Stacey, how that goes. Kay, thank you, thank you. Glad to be here. See, yes, Miss Sia. Summer Star, Rahana, yes, yes, yes. I agree. I don't see their names, but hopefully, we love you if you're watching the replay. We're thinking of you always. Yes, I'm a sauna girl too. Hot yoga all day. Yes, I'm a hot girl. Yes, yes, yes. That's me. Hot yoga girl. Let's see, but I had to start with a cold rinse for a few seconds in the shower. I tried the cold rinse in the shower and it wasn't for me. It wasn't my ministry. It wasn't my journey. So it's nice to have an alternative. Right? I'm colder than cold. I have to tell myself that, like, you got this, girl. You're cold. You could do this. Yes, it was so nice. Right? So much training. I'm just like, dear, like, what else do you want from me? Am I not qualified for the position? But the trainings are always just important just to, refresh and stuff like that. Okay. So that was like my little story time. I want to share with you all like what I was doing while I was away. It was really nice. I also had like some other fun experiences. But I ended up also getting this idea to record an audio for 111 morning affirmations to do in the morning. And I don't know where it came from. I can't really tell you. Every now and then I wake up out of nowhere during the ancestral hours with like tons of things that need to get done. And one of them was that. So I wrote out 111 affirmations that are designed to like inspire deep gratitude, just to get you ready for your day, to build up that sense of joy, and also tap into your personal magic. So you can literally do these affirmations laying in bed, putting them in the background. So I haven't recorded it yet, but I did write them out. And I was like, you know what? It'd actually be really cool to do it today, like to just go over it with you guys and have a video version of it until I can get to recording the audio. So I wanted to know if that was something you would be interested in tapping with me on, doing a 111 affirmations while tapping. or if there was something else that you wanted to specifically tap on that we could do as well. So I was like, you know what? It's us, our first time coming back. It is the beginning of a new month. You know, we talked about the energy that this week is bringing. Virgo season is bringing the Virgo new moon and the Lotus hour on Sunday. So if you want to know more about that, please go and check out that replay because it's really informative. But I was like, it's still early in the month. We could do this. It could be really cute together and just like tap. Just let me know what you guys think. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm just over here enjoying all the newness of life. And I really am a fan of Virgo season. You know, I always enjoy earth sign seasons. It always feels very grounding for me. And I can kind of be a little too fluid. So it's nice. Like Virgo season is just getting me together, you know, reminding me to do the small things that allow me to do the big things. So, you know, and prepping me for Libra season because Libra season is also another season where I just feel like my whole life is like just chaotic, but also really, really beautiful at the same time. So I'm prepping for a Libra season. It tends to be that the season before your birthday season tends to be very intense or transformative, and then you get relief in the season that follows your birthday season. So Sag season is usually very good to me. Libra season is intense. It's intense. It's it's an interesting season. That's what we'll say. I'm not gonna speak it over me for this year because I would love to have a different experience, but like traditionally, it's been chaos. Where can I check out your replays? On YouTube, Kay. So on you, I every live you guys get here on Insight Timer, I record them, and I have them posted on my YouTube. So they usually post about a day later, just simply because it takes forever to upload. That's out of my control. But you'll usually see this, and in my emails, I always send out direct links to the replays too to make it easier for you all to find it. So if you're not on the email list and you would like to be on the email list, because you don't have to be on the email list, you just should send me a DM with your email, and then I can manually add you to the email list, and then you'll get emails from me. And the emails are like not that, I feel like they're like literal journal entries that I send to you all. Like I really am writing love letters of like, oh my God, friends, like this is what we're going through, this is what I'm experiencing. They're very me. They're very true to who I am. I do believe that they're very informative, and I always try to provide resources that can just help you or hopefully be of help to someone that you love and care for in your journey as well. Okay. Mm, this is a collagen latte. So it is a caffeinated morning tea that I use with some nut milk and cinnamon, and then I have like collagen that I put in it, and it just helps for like, I use collagen for my joints. So as someone who's been diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis, it's really important that you do like collagen supplements to just keep your body feeling good. So I always have it first thing in the morning, and if I'm not having that, then I'm having like a cup of bone broth because they both have great collagen for the body. So that's what I'm sipping on, and it's iced. There we go. My win, while I was supposed to feel different, it feels like I'm getting more support for my injury locally. Okay, okay. But the pain in my lower back, left hip, and leg is like hell. I don't like that for you, Adria. But I keep outgoing. I keep growing through it. No gym, only individual training and qigong in the pool. Oh, in Sweden. Okay, I love this. Adria, I would also tell you to check out the book You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay. If you are on the email list and you go down to the bottom of my email, there's a long list of books and references and resources that I keep there. And you can click it, it'll take you straight to the book. And I believe that book is for free. I found a free link. There's an encyclopedia. I want you to look up what it means energetically for your lower back to be in pain, for it to be your left hip. The left side is feminine, and it's all about receiving energy, where the right side is masculine. It's about the giving, right? The being able to give. Okay, look that up, please. And then for your leg as well. And then I want you to tap on those things. So she literally gives you an affirmation for each one, and I want you to use those affirmations and tap on your sweet spot or tap through the 9 points to help with relieving pain, because EFT does help with relieving physical pain as well. It's a great recovery tool. It's not just for emotional or mental well-being, but like for people who are dealing with like chronic illnesses or who have injuries, it's a great way to help your body in the process of healing through an injury. Okay. Um, okay, you guys like the 11, the 111? Okay, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, yeah, please do, Kay. We would love to have you part of the family. Hi, Silverback. Nutmeg. Oh, cinnamon. I didn't put any nutmeg in. But my sister's mom taught me how to do like ground fresh nutmeg. It has changed my life. It has changed my life. But she has a tool downstairs. So when I'm downstairs, I do fresh nutmeg. But like when I'm in my apartment, I don't. I just have cinnamon. Yes, Lois, these are amazing emails. Thank you. I put a lot of love and effort into them. Like I really do. Amy, the emails are so genuine and filled with so much love. Thank you, Amy. As someone who writes a weekly newsletter to support a nonprofit, I appreciate them. Filled with continuity and value. Thank you. I really, well, you know, I went to school for writing. I've been a writer, like a published writer for like a long time. I was published like when I was a child. It's not as an adult. But I really love to be able to express myself through that way. And I found that though I don't write poetry anymore, it's my way of still tapping into my artistry and writing those love letters to you all each week. So they are love letters. I do sit there and write them out. My sister can attest to it. Like I'll be in the park typing on my phone, going through it, thinking about like, well, what did I learn this week? Or, you know, what can I share? Or what do I feel like would be of value? Or what did I find of value? Because I also acknowledge that we are kindred spirits. So a lot of things that are profound to me tend to also be profound to you all as well, because we are a part of each other's soul group, you know? Yeah, such a good book. I agree. I read that this week. I think I know the author. Yes, yeah. Louise Hay is pretty big in the energy wellness space. I would definitely go to the encyclopedia part and tap on those things, okay? No problem. Since I had to start putting cinnamon in my morning lattes, my blood sugar has been very regulated. It's phenomenal and it's anti-inflammatory, but also too for like an energetic spiritual purpose. Cinnamon brings abundance and protection. So I love, most of my drinks have cinnamon in it for that reason. It's wonderful. You can sprinkle some cinnamon at your door to bring in abundance, but also do it with like a little bit of salt too for protection. But it's a really great spice in general. Like it just covers so many things on any plane. I know, it really is. Yes, it's another type of tapping. Yeah, I'm all about cinnamon. Yeah, I'm a cinnamon girl. Cinnamon and honey, those are my jams. Like I'm a cinnamon girl, I'm a honey gal. Like I've been this way for a very, very long time. Honey is probably a little newer, maybe like towards the ends of my 20s, because I genuinely did not like honey as a child, just freaked me out. But I realized that I was probably not having honey. I was probably having like the sugar, you know, like it wasn't like honey. The first time I tasted honey from like a beehive, like from like a small farmer's market experience, my life was forever changed. But prior to that, I was just like, what is this? Like, this is way too sweet. I don't enjoy this at all. Okay, so we're down to do the 111. I'm gonna, I have it pulled up here. I'm so excited. I'm also excited too because I genuinely don't know how long it's gonna take. I feel like it might take about 10 minutes of tapping. So, you know, we'll just try it out and see. I think what we might do like 44 today. Maybe we'll do like half. I'll see how we're feeling. I'll look at the time frame and see. But yeah, for the audio itself, it wouldn't necessarily be tapping per se. It would just be 111 affirmations that you are able to repeat along with. Or if you wanted to, you could tap along. Because you could pretty much tap along to anything, by the way. Like you could tap along to your favorite song, especially if you have songs that have affirmations in it, or um positive music. You can tap along to those because those are essentially affirmations to a beat. Do the same thing. You can tap along to a prayer if you guys know certain scriptures from different religious texts. You can tap along to those as well. Like I tap along to Psalms 23 a lot. There are different ways. Like you can always tap to pretty much anything, and it can still have profound healing for your experience. Okay, I just want to put that out there. But let's try like 44 and see how we're feeling. Okay. I love honey too, but I haven't been able to with my diabetes, unfortunately. I understand that, Stephanie. I get that. Yes, yes, I have high fructose. Yes, the corn honey. I did not like it. Like as a child, I was like, please, like, just give me the brown sugar. Like I was just disgusted by it. But I realized now I wasn't having real honey, and maybe that's why I was so like repulsed by it. I wasn't a kid that enjoyed sweets. I wasn't like an ice cream person or things like that. It's just stressed my mom out really badly because she's a sweets girl. So even my Logan makes up things with honey and juice, and he's so creative. Yes, I love that, Logan. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love the Psalms 23 experience. Thank you. Yeah, I love it too. It's something that is really close to my heart. It was something that I was kind of like, ooh, do I want to put this out into the world? But it is very much a part of my culture as well as a part of like my childhood to share that that's one of my favorite scriptures. I do know it's a popular scripture, but that was literally how like I learned how to read. Was like learning that scripture. My mom was very adamant about it. So it was very a tender experience, and I feel like you also get that energy from me in it because it was very beautiful um to create, you know? My mom would be very proud if she was like a technology person. If she's not, it's fine. Somehow she's on TikTok, but that's neither here nor there. Me personally, I love doing my own smoothies. I love a good smoothie. I actually have a certification as a mixologist. I used to do bartending when I was younger, and it was always very funny because I did not drink. So it would be people would be very confused, like how you know it tastes good. And I'm like, I just understand flavors and profiles. Like, I make great drinks, whether I drink or not. Now it's not as much alcoholic drinks, so I could make them. Like if I'm at a party, that's usually what I do, like for my friends. But like my tea blends are really great. My smoothies. Um, I make really good soups too from scratch. It's just you can always transfer certain skills, you know, like I don't really use alcohol at all, but I do mix it up other places. Okay. Apples, bananas, blueberries, raspberries, strawberries. Oh, I like all the colors of the rainbow. I love that. My mom is on TikTok. I don't know how or why. She has no profile picture. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm assuming that one of my younger cousins, maybe, I don't know. I have no idea how because she doesn't have Facebook. And I'm just like, that would make more sense for your generation. But like, if this is your world, I live in it type of energy. Cheryl, hi. Dates and date sugar does not spike your blood sugars. Thank you for sharing that information. Stephanie, I don't know if you use that, but maybe that's helpful. Yeah, yeah. The fact that she's on there is just so crazy. So freaking funny when you're whipping up any of those tasty treats. Hopefully, we'll have an in person event soon. I'm hoping that that could be something that happens towards like late 2025 or 2026 that we're able to like come together, meet somewhere, and like actually be in person with each other. That is definitely something that I'm putting out into the ethers for the ancestors to organize and figure out for me. Okay. Yes. Okay, let's get into it. So, for tapping, if you've never tapped before, it's your first time tapping with me, I'm going to go over some things. If you've already tapped with me before, this is your opportunity to go and grab some water. Yes, no, I always say this. If you watch my Instagram, you know I'm always making like a little post of like the people. I'm always like, my community's gonna be like, oh my God. Because I'm always like sipping water or like there's like a meme about just staying hydrated. I'm like, guys, hint, hint, hint. Also, too, can somebody check in on Ginger? I haven't heard from Ginger in like a couple of days. I'm gonna write that down too to check in on Ginger. Yeah, something just came up. I want to just make sure she's okay. I know she's still healing physically. Okay, that was a side note. Um, so for EFT, it stands for Emotional Freedom Technique or techniques. And it is a beautiful healing art form of tapping on acupressure points on the body to help alleviate any trapped trauma or emotions in the body so that you can feel lighter, that you could feel more aligned. It connects the mind to the body, helps to rewire the mind. There are a lot of there's a lot of neuroscience behind EFT as well as somatic. It's a somatic practice for the body, making sure that your body's in alignment with itself. Super important, very easy to do. There's no necessarily wrong way to do EFT. However, I always encourage you to be gentle with yourself in any of your healing practices. Like, be gentle. Like, you are a human being. Like, be good to yourself. Be kind, right? So the 9 tapping points are the side of hand between the pinky knuckle bone and the wrist bone where my tattoo is, and it can be on either side. You can tap with all your fingers. You can tap with 1, 2. It really does not matter. It really all works the same way. And then we have the top of the head where the crown chakra would be. Then we have the start of the brow on either side. You can tap. I like to say like on either side of the third eye chakra. Then you would trace your brow bone to the side of the eye, to the ocular bone here. You would tap here. Not the temple, but the side, the ocular bone. Then you would trace underneath the eye to the other ocular bone, or the other part of the ocular bone. Then underneath the nose above the top lip. Either way, it doesn't matter how you tap. Then in the crease of our chin, we would tap here. Then you would feel for your collarbone, and it's the fleshy part underneath the collarbone. You would tap here on either side, or you can link your thumbs together and tap that way, and that usually gives you a pretty accurate point to tap for underneath the collarbone. And then we have underneath the arm, so you would trace your armpit to the end of the armpit, and you would tap here. If you wear a bra, it would be where your bra strap is, right? And then we also have a bonus tapping point, which is the heart center, which is right here. And you can also tap here if you wanted to. That's a bonus one. There are tons of other tapping placements, but normally we do those 9. But every now and then I incorporate the heart tapping place. Some things to go over for EFT. You're going to notice that your temperature might increase, decrease. You might get a little sleepy. You might feel energized. You might yawn. You might belch. You might tear up or actually cry. These are just signs that the energy is moving in the body, that we're closing those energy gaps when we're tapping, which is super important for us to do. That's how we start to feel invigorated and have vitality in our mind and our body. So if that happens, it's nothing to be worried about. It's just part of the experience of freeing an emotion, right? For people who are super sensitive or like highly tapped and tuned in, I don't want you to feel overwhelmed with tapping. And sometimes with tapping, it can feel like switching on a light switch. Like it could just be like, oh, this is a lot, right? So if tapping feels overwhelming at any moment, at any time, I want you to try these all other alternatives, right? So we have the tapping, which is traditional, but you can also do the pulsing where you keep the hand to the body. You have the rubbing, super soothing, still does the same thing. Or you could just hover and you're still tapping into the energy meridians that run throughout and around the body, okay? And if you feel like one spot feels really good, so like for me, my traditional sweet spot is the collarbone, but right now I've really been enjoying the side of the eye. If that feels really good, you're like, oh my goodness, I feel so much relief here. This feels so good. I encourage you to stay with your sweet spot. Your body knows what it needs, and each tapping point means something. So like lean into it, and your body will let you know when it wants you to move forward. Like this is a great way to strengthen your intuition and to help you pay attention to your body because it is always speaking to you. Okay? Yes, yes, big smiles are allowed. You're definitely allowed to smile. And these are great affirmations too, so I know you guys are gonna love it. Okay, and the list of affirmations will be available in the garden, the write-up of it, and then I'm looking to record it for this month to drop on Insight Timer so you guys have access to it too. Okay? Yay! Okay, perfect. Let's begin. We're gonna start off with the side of the hand. Take a nice deep inhale, exhale. Deep inhale, exhale. One more time. Deep inhale, exhale. And I want you to repeat after me. Use your voice. Your voice is magic. It has medicine in it. And it'll always provide healing for you. Okay? And we're going to say some affirmations. Start off our month right. I am a walking miracle. Grateful for this day and all the beauty that it brings. Top of the head. Today, I celebrate my unique essence and embrace my true self with joy. I'm going to go to the brow, tap here. I am thankful for my health, my potential, and the abundant opportunities ahead of me. I'm going to start the side of the brow, tap here. My spirit is vibrant. My body is strong. And my mind is clear as I step into this new day. Underneath the eye, tap here. I honor my journey. And trust that every experience enriches my life. Underneath the nose, tap here. I'm grateful for the joy that fills my heart and the strength that guides my path. Chin. Each breath that I take is a reminder of the miracles within me and all around me. Collarbone. I radiate confidence, self-love, and gratitude. And I attract positive experiences. I'm going to go to the heart point right here. Tap. My life is a testament to the magic of my existence and the power of my presence. Underneath the arm. I embrace the beauty of my being and appreciate every moment of this new day. We're going to go to the top of the head and tap there. I am a unique expression of the universe, and my presence makes a difference. Brow. Today, I celebrate my health and honor my body with nourishing thoughts and actions. Side of the eye. I am grateful for the infinite potential that unfolds before me, guiding me towards greatness. Under the eye. My spirit is aligned with my desires, and I welcome all of the wonderful experiences this day holds. Underneath the nose. I acknowledge my power and embrace the grace within me to create a fulfilling day. Chin. I am deeply thankful for the opportunity to express my creativity and live authentically. Collarbone. My uniqueness shines bright, and I'm grateful for the role that I play in this world. Heart. I am in awe of my journey and excited for the adventure this day will bring. Underneath the arm, tap here. My confidence soars, and I am grateful for the strength and wisdom that guides me. Side of hand. I'm thankful for the love and support that surrounds me. empowering me to thrive. Then we go to the top of the head. I honor the light and the shadow within me, knowing they both contribute to my wholeness. I'm going to go to the start of the brow. My body is a vessel of vitality, and I'm grateful for the energy that fuels my day. Side of the eye. I embrace every aspect of myself with compassion, knowing that I am a walking miracle. I'm going to go underneath the eye, tap here. Today, I take care of myself with love and gratitude, ensuring a smooth and joyful day. Underneath the nose. I am grateful for the abundance that flows into my life and the opportunities that await me. Chin. My spirit is vibrant, and I'm open to receiving all the goodness the universe has to offer. Collarbone. I celebrate the beauty of my journey and the lessons it brings. Heart. I am aligned with my desires, and I am so grateful for the ways they manifest in my life. Underneath the arm. I honor my body, my mind, and my spirit, and I am thankful for the harmony they create. Then we're going to go to the side of the hand, tap here. I am a beacon of joy and gratitude, radiating positive energy into the world. Top of the head. I appreciate my health and the vitality that empowers me to live each and every day. Brow. My confidence and my self-love grow stronger with each passing moment, beautifying my life. Side of the eye, tap here. I am grateful for the beauty that surrounds me and the miracles that unfold in my life. Underneath the eye. I embrace all aspects of myself with love, knowing they contribute to my limitless greatness. Underneath the nose. I am thankful for the opportunities to grow, to learn, and to shine brightly today. Chin. My spirit is aligned with my goals. I am grateful for the progress I make each day. Collarbone. I honor my journey with gratitude and embrace the infinite possibilities of today. Heart. I am grateful for my resilience and the strength that uplifts me in every moment and through every challenge. Underneath the arm, tap here. My energy is vibrant, and I am excited for the blessings that this day will bring me. Side of hand. I am a unique expression of the divine, and I am grateful for the magic within me. I want us to place our hands over our heart. Close our eyes if that feels good. Or soften your gaze. Gently close your eyes. Just notice how your body feels right now after tapping. Maybe you notice that your shoulders are relaxed or your face feels more relaxed. That your tongue is no longer at the top of or the roof of your mouth. Maybe there's a slight space between your teeth, relaxing your jaw. Maybe you notice that the pressure behind your eyes has dissipated, that your mind feels clearer, that your heartbeat is steady. Notice how good it can feel to speak life over yourself. How affirming yourself and using EFT just gets you into alignment. Take a nice deep inhale, breathing into the lower belly, expanding that breath into the space of the heart. And an open mouth exhale, release, settling into this feeling. Taking an inventory of your body. Allowing yourself to witness your magic. How doing something so simple can be so life-changing. I want you to bring a smile to your face. See how it lights up your face, how you feel the warmth flood into your cheeks, into your eyes. Take a nice deep inhale, breathing in from the heart and pulling that breath through the front of the heart into the back of the heart to really clear out the heart chakra. And open mouth exhale, release, soften. Give yourself a moment of praise for taking the time out to pour into yourself, to come and be in community, to utilize a resource that supports you in your well-being. And notice how a few minutes can center you, can reconnect you to your power, to your magic. And in this moment, say thank you to yourself. You can do the 3 thank yous that we learned from our gratitude journey, or just a simple thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for loving on yourself. And thank you for existing. And when it feels good, you can drop your hands into your lap. Gently open your eyes, come back to the space. Sip on some water and let me know how you're feeling. Summer Star, we were just thinking about you. Hi. Okay, let me know how that was for you. We actually just did 40, but it was almost like 10 minutes. So 10 minutes of tapping. Look at us growing as a people. Oh, and remember, this is a donation-based practice. So if anything that we talk about today, anything resonates with you or feels good and you're able to donate financially, please do, because it does help me in my livelihood. It's how I pay my bills. If you're unable to donate, but you still feel like I got a lot from this, join the email list. Subscribe to the podcast, listen to an episode, join the YouTube channel, leave a comment. These are all ways to show gratitude and to help amplify the visibility of this community so that other people can find it the same way that you did. Okay, so do one, do both. But there's always a good way for you to show your appreciation. And I just want to check in on everyone and see how everybody's feeling and doing. Okay, exquisite. Hi, yes, love it. Monique, thank you for your donation. Thanks so much. You're so welcome. That was excellent. I feel amazing and ready to take on the challenge of my day. Stephanie, you got this. Okay. Summer Star, gotta Lotus. I arrived just in time to tap, tap, tap in. Yes, it was amazing. Much thanks and love to you and all. We love you so much. Evelyn, thank you for your donation. I deeply appreciate it. Kay felt amazing, like I was in a conscious sleep. Yeah, it gives trance energy, right? Like, ooh, okay. But it's so good too, because as you're tapping, you're really communicating to your body these things that I'm talking about. Like, let's make this a thing. Let's bring this to the forefront. Let this lead the day for us, you know? So the goal and the intention is to create this audio so you can play in the background. So if you want to tap along, you can. If you just want to like say them out loud while you're doing your morning routine, or you're like cleaning up and it's like a midday pick me up, that's the intention of it. And there will be 111 of them, so I'm assuming it's probably going to be about like 25, maybe 30 minutes long audio. It'll probably be one of my longest audios. But I feel like that's just so nice. Sometimes when I wake up, I just want to have something playing that gets me in the zone, Like that just kind of elevates my energy for me, especially if I didn't like maybe have the best of sleeps, or I did have a really good sleep and I want to keep that momentum going and not think about like worrying about what's happening next, Because like, who wants to do that? I'm hoping that this audio, the intention is that this audio could be something that you guys can pull up, bookmark, and save, and be able to just put on and listen and just keep your vibrations elevated so that you can enjoy your day. That's the intention, so that we have some more support. But hopefully you guys like it. I'm just like, it was so good. I really enjoy using it myself personally. So, and you can always remix it and like pick and choose what you want to tap on, of course. Okay. Karen, thank you so much for the lotus flowers. Oh, Lotus and all in the community. Mil gracias. I needed to be with you all today. I feel lighter and less sad. Yay, Vita. I'm so happy. You're such a light. We love you so much. So to know that you're getting that from us too is amazing. Erica, thank you. Thank you for being here with me. Yes. Zia, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that so much. I've been looking for something like this to shift my anxious energy. Yes, I'm going to be recording it this week. And the intention is that I can record it through and not have to edit it, because the editing process does take a little longer. But hopefully you guys will have it by like the middle of September, the latest. I want you guys to have a new meditation or tapping audio weekly, but realistically, pretty much like every month you guys would get at least one, if not two. Okay. Evelyn, you are so welcome. You look so beautiful today. Thank you. It's so nice to see you and see all my bubble friends here too. Yes, bubble friends. I noticed that I believed it today. Growth. Yes, Amy. Progress. I'm telling you, the more you practice, and one day you're just like, oh, wait, whoa, this is real. Like, I genuinely feel this. I love those moments where it just clicks. It just really proves that like practice brings progress, right? It's not about perfection. Perfection is not real. It's gross anyway, like ew. But like it brings progress. It really allows you to see, like, as I continue to show up for myself, I take these small steps every day, right? All of a sudden one day the shift has happened and I'm there. I'm locked in. I'm ready to experience more of this growth, more of this beauty. So I'm so happy to hear that. Silverback, thank you for your donation. I appreciate it. Join us in the group daily meditations in the morning and evening. There are Summer Star. Thank you for promoting and sharing that. Yes, we're tapping in every single day. There's 2 tapping sessions. There's one at 7:17 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, one at 11:11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and there's a guided meditation happening at 8:08 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it's woven throughout the day, and I'm looking to drop something like late afternoon as well. Another audio that we can just tap into. So even when we're not doing our lives together, you literally can there's always somebody in one of those tapping sessions or meditations, always. like always. There's almost 200 members in the Insight Timer group. So please, like, if you're a member, there are things for you to do inside the group as well to connect with your bubble friends. I love that term so much. Summer Star, to connect with each other as well. And you always have access to my energy because it's in my audios as well, right? Love the black and white colors today. Guys, these are my colors. You know, I'm a black and white girly. I also love green and purple, but black and white core Lotus. Like, that's just who I am. Yes. Pamela, yes. Can't stop yawning during this EFT. Yes. Let it resonate. Oh, I'm so happy, Henry, you enjoyed yourself. Me too, Jack. Lots of sighs for me. Yes. And that's your body being like, yes. Right. Agreed. Love this. And we need that. Okay. Yes. Oh, thank you so much, Silverback. Tuned in and tapped in. Yes, join the group. Join the group. Join the group. And if you're interested in diving in deeper, I do have a private membership and it opens again in October, which is literally next month, which is so crazy. We open a few times a year and we dive in a little deeper there too. We'll be doing our personal rebranding and our life deck work in the upcoming months there too. So if you're looking to start over in your life, check out the podcast first because those episodes talk about it, and then see if you're really ready to dive in deep because it is transformative work and not everybody's ready to do that, and that's understandable. But if you feel like you are, you want to just dive in more, get more access to like masterminds and master classes that I have, the guard would be a really good look for you as well. I set my alarm for the morning and evening taps and pull over and park if I'm driving. Yes, Summer Star. Woo woo. I love this. That is a great idea. Thank you for sharing that. I also set my notifications for your live and YouTube sessions. Thank you so much for setting notifications. Yes, please do. I promise you that spending time here, not only with me, but with this incredible community, whether you're on YouTube or you're on Insight Timer, like the love is transferable and you really do leave feeling really good throughout your day. These sessions carry me throughout my week. Like, if I could teach a third class, I would, like they just carry me throughout my week and allow me to um just I don't want to say not feel alone because I don't necessarily feel alone, but just to know that you all are there. It's just really beautiful, It's just like, dang. I really like I'm wondering how like Jack's doing, how's Pamela, how's Amy, how's Summerstar, how's Sia, Vita, Amazon. We've really grown together over these past couple of months and you guys are people that I pray for, people that, you know, um I send my love and my energy and protection for because I want you all to have beautiful lives as well. And just having wonderful souls be in your ecosystem is always going to be a vibe. It's always going to be a flex to be able to say, like, people from all over the world come together and we just love on each other and we love on ourselves and we take care of ourselves and we remind each other to take care of ourselves and we have a good day. Thinking about Courtney, I'm thinking about the other Amy, Amy with two E's. Like, we have such a Ginger, like Siobhan, Rahana, Priscilla. Like, they're a Silverback. Like, we consistently show up in these spaces for each other. It's beautiful, and I just love that for us. Yes, perfection, ill. Yeah, no, I'm never trying to be perfect. I was like, please. I decided to be a human being in this lifetime for a reason, not to do perfection. Yeah, there's so many other P words. Practice, patience, peace. There are so many other good P words to use. Yes, I have a timer that goes off at 7:12 a.m. for me. Gotta have 5 to get my water. Yes, Amy, stay hydrated. Oh, June B. I gotta check out June B and David J. I really think that the tapping has helped me pivot with calming my monkey mind. Yes, Summer Star, been helping to calm with relationships, responding and not reacting. It really does. It's such a simple technique, but the benefits are so profound. It's so hard for you not to have a true good benefit from EFT. And there are so many of them. Yes, remember Gratitude Galore? I know. I think I'm gonna make Gratitude Galore like a yearly thing. It'll probably happen around the same time next year. But again, you guys have access to the playlist too. That's on YouTube. 28 days of gratitude. It was amazing. We did EFT and meditations for gratitude from every aspect and area of your life. From like how you feel about yourself, how you feel about your relationships, to your work, to your purpose, your passion, to your finances, your health. uh like everything. So like if you're looking for that too, that's a transformative journey that's available on YouTube. That's absolutely for free. Despite the fact that plenty of people in my peers are like, girl, that needs to be behind a paywall. Like that's too good to give out for free. But I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna just do it. I'm just gonna share it because I really want people to get what they need from it, you know? There are different other things that we could put behind a paywall, but that one was really important to give to you all, just for you to have. So it'll probably happen again next year. We'll have like quarterly things that we can focus on together as a community, if you so choose, of course. Okay. That's amazing. Responding, not reacting. Yes. Bless you, Madam Lotus. You're welcome. Silverback. No matter how I feel when I wake up, the tapping sessions with you all start my day in the best way. Thank you, Stephanie. And turns it right around. I really appreciate that so much. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Shout out June B and David J. We have fan base here. So I love this. Agreed. Summer Star, both teachers are amazing. I love this. And my child sees me when I say, hey, I gotta go tap. Even if she doesn't do it with me, she listens. Well, hopefully she'll be doing with you soon. I am looking to create some more tapping scripts and sessions for the kiddos because you guys don't have a background in education. So I'm looking to put that together. It is taking a little bit longer than I expected, but I also know divine timing over my timing. So hopefully I'll be able to like give you guys that and you'll have access to that for the kids in your life. Because my niece taps with me too. She's really interested. Does yoga with me. She meditates with me. So like kids can easily get into these practices as well. Like they're gonna emulate what you do. It is something that I often tell a lot of parents when they're like, well, I don't have the time to like take care of or to show up in this way for myself. I remind them a lot that like your kids are watching what you're doing, not to terrify you, but to say like if they see you taking care of yourself and they realize that that allows like their parent to be more gentler, kinder, have more energy, more patience with them, they will give you the space and time to do that. Don't underestimate your kids. Like my mom's, when she did do her self-care, I left her alone. Like, girl, do what you gotta do, you know? And I understood that as a child that she would need that because I also realized that for myself as a child that there are just times that I don't need to be right next to my parent, right? So if you want to take care of yourself, there's no better time than the present to start implementing it, and it really does do wonders for your children to watch that because they will naturally then take care of themselves. It won't be something that they have to learn, you know, on a live or in a book. They would have learned it from their primary source, and that's always going to be such a beautiful experience and a cherry on top, being someone's guardian and knowing that they're getting life skills from you, right? Like that's a big deal. So take care of yourself. Your kids are going to watch and they're going to lean into it and they're going to see the results and they're going to want it for themselves because they want to emulate you. They want to be just like you. And what a beautiful thing to emulate somebody's well-being, you know? Helping them create their own practice. I really enjoy when my niece is just like tapping or taking deep breaths. Like yesterday at the park, she was trying to reach some bar and she kept missing it, like just by a little bit. But you know, I'm a big believer in practice and repeating what we need to do to get better at it. And I tell her that all the time. And at one point in time, she was getting very frustrated. And she was like, I know, Auntie, deep breath. And I'm like, okay, girl, like, you know, I wasn't gonna say anything, but you know, like, yeah, deep breathing, that would be that'd be great. Like, definitely do it. She centered herself, and the next try, she got it. So like, she's getting these results already at like 7, and she's been doing this since she was like 4. So it's exciting to see how she's growing to do that too. You know. And I do it with my 2-year-old nephew too. A little bit more intense with Wes, but like, you know, he's getting into the habit of like, oh, I do have the ability to self-regulate my emotions, even if that's not the language in which he's using. It could be like I don't have to scream all the time to get my way, but you know, like kids understand. They get it. They're super like kids are brilliant beings. Not only are they tapped and tuned into source because they just got here, so they really understand divinity in a way that we have to come back and find later on in our lives, but they also are just able to absorb information so naturally. That's why it's always a good time to teach your kids a new language when they're young. There's not that many barriers mentally for them to have to get through. They can just soak it all up. So like let them soak up you taking care of yourself. Why not? It really would only benefit you. Okay? People check it out. Yes, thank you. Yes, seeing you grow with your EFT. Yes, tapping for kids is great. Mine is a young adult and strong-willed. She sees me modeling these techniques, so it will sink in exactly. Summer Star. Ready for the day. Love and light to you all. Love you, Vita. Everyone have a great day. Love you, Stephanie. Enjoy your training. Tapping is the greatest technique, Lotus. It's my go-to. Yes, Adria. I was a bit overwhelmed from a meeting yesterday as an independent. I've always been, as independent as I've always been, for anyone to say, we're here for you was heartfelt. In all of my 16 years in this country, no one has ever really said this. It's a breakthrough, I suppose. I love this, Adrienne. I'm happy that you know that people are here for you because people are. Even if we can't be there physically, we're there and energy matters. Have a blessed day. Yes, yes, yes. Have a great day, everybody. I love you so much. You're such a sweet auntie. I love my nieces and my nephews. They make me very sweet. I can assure you that. Very sweet and very fierce. I'm very protective of them too. Yes. Love how kids can pick up practices and energy at such a young age. Yes. It's a beautiful thing when they are exposed to these type of practices. I agree, Kay. It's super important. It's what they're going to be taking care of us when we get older. So, like, I want them to take care of themselves really well because then they'll take care of me really well. Lotus has an amazing playlist too. I do. Yes. Oh my goodness. Mellow Will. So good, right? Great music to clean house to and dance. Yes. Please check out my playlist too. They're in the emails as well. You guys always have access to my playlist as well. Hey, all just tapping in. Abby, hi. Yeah, we just finished with the practice, but don't worry, the replay will be available hopefully by the end of today, if not early tomorrow. And you'll be able to tap in with us then too. And then we still have another tapping happening at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you can still tap with us today. Okay? Will today's session be on YouTube? It definitely will, Pamela. Give it like a day. So normally when I do the replays, it takes about a day for it to upload. So it'll be up probably around this time tomorrow. And the same thing for Lotus Hour. Like Lotus Hour is available now if you wanted to watch that in the meantime. And there's a meditation in there too. That's really good. Okay. Yes. Thank you so much. Love you all. You did heart tapping today. I see. I missed the beginning. We did do heart tapping today. We did. We did. Oh my goodness, I love you all so much. Thank you for being here with me. Again, this is a donation-based practice. So if you were able to donate financially, if it feels good for you, if you felt you got something from this experience, please send a donation, whether it's now in real time or later on when you have the ability to. If you're unable to donate financially, again, you can leave a comment, leave a rating, check out one of my track lists, subscribe to the podcast, share a podcast episode. Share a YouTube video, subscribe to the YouTube. There are so many different ways to exchange and say thank you. It doesn't have to be financially. You can do both if you want to. You could do either or. But I just really appreciate you for being here with me. And I will see you live on Sunday for the next Lotus Hour. But you'll get an email from me tomorrow. Okay? Yes. Bye, everyone. Ciao. Bye, Glamour Girl. Thank you, Summer Star. You're amazing. Have a great day on purpose. Yes, yes. Shout out Miss Tabitha Brown. Yes. Love you all. Bye.